and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Adebayo in at center. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got 2 outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring. Just the first good move in a game of chess between these 2 coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Powell. For 3, Mitchell. Rebound by Wallace. And here are the Thunder now. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Hero. Over in the corner, Dort. Off target from outside. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the 2 teams, particularly on the boards.
Well, truth be told, they got punked on the glass. That was the difference in the game.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. And he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good ball movement here by Miami. It's taken away by Wallace. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Holmgren in the high post. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on Mitchell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Mitchell. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. The shot by Powell, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Mitchell. Now Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Outside, Dort. And the Thunder another 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Heat trail by 7. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Dort against Powell. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
When he's not on the perimeter, this is where Powell is scoring. Right near the hoop.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren outside. Powell against Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a 5-point game. Mitchell outside. Pass to Powell. Fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Well, Powell is such a valuable asset. Great shooter, efficient, has a really high basketball IQ with all of his experience.
PA announcement for the administration of the free throws. The player was fouled in the act of shooting a three-pointer, and he will have 3 free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And he nails the third. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Clock at 6. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Powell outside. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And Powell, no good on that one. Thunder have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Outside, SGA. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Count that one for Dort.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Outside, Hero. Back to Mitchell. Dort against Powell. Shoots over Dort. The shot by Powell, no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Hartenstein. Still without a basket. SGA with the ball. Wallace outside. And it's off from three-point range. Heat have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Mitchell passes to Hero. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Hero's got 6.
Yeah, no time needed for Hero. He's always ready to fire.
Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Takes it from 10. That's short off the rim. Miami's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Time to turn up the heat with your Miami Heat Dancers.
Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Higgins is checked in. The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Wallace outside. Now Hartenstein. Nothing on the board. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hero. Goes up on the block. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the nice bucket inside. And the Thunder lead by 1. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. There's the drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, there he is showing off his speed. Hero cuts to find the basket.
Wallace outside. Out to the right wing. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. SGA's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hero passes to Ware. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I love when they put Adebayo in that action. Bam is really quick for his size, making him hard to track.
Now, here's SGA. 10 points for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And he makes the first.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Isaiah Joe comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Jonas. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Heat lead by 2.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc. SGA on the wing. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Ware. After Oklahoma City gets the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Jonas grabs the rebound. Here's Hackett. And he dunks it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Thunder trailing by 4. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys?
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Joe, looking to end the run. Rebound by the Heat. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Inside, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Pass to Larson. Here's Jonas. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Larson. Shot clock at 6. Heat moving the ball around. The shot by Jonas, no good. Thunder trailing by 4. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Williams. Wiggins outside. Williams passes to Wiggins. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And now just a 2-point Heat lead.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Jonas connects from three-point range. Jonas has got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
11 seconds left to play in the first. Outside, SGA for the 3, and it's Williams. That time the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Jaime Jaquez is out there with Khalil Ware. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Jonas. And it's Larson in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now Mitchell. After Norman Powell missed from long range. Jaquez against Mitchell. The score now all even.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City. Mitchell. 1 shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Holmgren in the post. Jaquez defending. Holmgren the pass to Joe. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Joe's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Caruso with the ball. Now defended by Powell. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Smith checked in for Jonas. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Substitution on the court.
Miami leading by 3. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. He lobs it up. Holmgren with the steal. It's Joe on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Isaiah Joe.
Joe's got 5.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Hawkes with the screen on Mitchell. Pass to Powell. Now Ware. That shot off. Good D by Holmgren. Now here's Caruso. Mitchell looking it over. Holmgren outside. Shoots over Powell. Miami grabs the miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Takes the 3. Miami no good on that time either. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Basket good.
Oh, good defense. Holmgren just too tall, and boy, is he skilled.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Powell, right side. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shoots the 3. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Williams attacking. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots over Ware. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
The first free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Smith. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder, coming off that win against Minnesota.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
Well, it wasn't a pretty game as far as shooting goes, but ugly wins count just the same.
Ware, and he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, such a skilled 5. Bam's passing is really important to this offense.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
SGA with the steal. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Adebayo. Mitchell in the corner. Here's the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. SGA's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Hero looking around. Pass to Powell. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Powell's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
SGA against Hero. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Powell outside. They set the screen. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. From deep, SGA, and Ware pulls it down. Miami's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Hero. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Powell. Good on the triple. And it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building.
Here's Ware, who's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now, here's SGA. 16 points for him. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 9th assist in the game now. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Heat with some changes. Higgins is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Mitchell in for Smith. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. Still yet to score. Pass to Hero. Over Wallace. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Dort. That's good. And SGA with the assist. SGA's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Heat trail by 7. Outside, Hero. Mitchell sets the screen for Hero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here is Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 13 points for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
Adebayo against Wiggins. Here's SGA. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. Miami's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Mitchell kicks to Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
SGA against Mitchell. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Ware. Mitchell wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wiggins outside. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Battling inside, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Pass to Wiggins. It's up a 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
Now, here's Dort. He's got 9. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Wiggins outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Dort finds Wiggins. And here's SGA. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Adebayo with the screen on Wallace. There's Hero with the 3. SGA with the rebound. SGA's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wallace outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. SGA from outside. The rebound by Tyler Hero.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck for deep here. It's just not his night.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hero. Over Wallace. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hero.
Well, this is why the defense has to be up on Hero. His jump shot is a real weapon.
SGA kicks to Wallace. The putback, and it's good. Hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime.
The previous play is under review.
And a chance here to just double check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks. I'm joined by Coach Mark Dagnall. And, Coach, this has been a hard-fought game and high-powered at that. Thoughts?
Yeah, it was great offensively, and I thought we showed great resilience, just weathered the storm, settled into the game.
Keep up the great work.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Fellas, what stands out to you about this schedule?
Man, I don't have time to be thinking about their schedule. I got my own schedule to worry about.
What? You're too busy visiting fast food chains and shooting low-budget commercials. That's why.
Nothing low budget here, Kenny. Just ask my bank account.
Can't argue with that one, though.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Heat.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And it's the Heat with the ball. they trail by 7. So for Oklahoma City right now, Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hero from long range. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
SGA on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Heat shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Mitchell with it, outside, Hero. Off target with his 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. It counts, and the foul. That one on Hartenstein.
Oh, just so strong. Bam. He's just so tough to stop.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Team foul.
What's up?
1.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
I don't know any coach who wouldn't love to have a Bam Adebayo. His versatility and commitment to the game are just outstanding.
Now here's Wallace. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Screen by Hartenstein. Here's SGA. Oh, it's in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough shot.
How about the determination from Shea? Didn't let the physical defense stop him.
Pass to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Good on the three-point shot. Hero's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Heat.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Down low, here's Hartenstein. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. That's 10 points for Isaiah Hartenstein. Outside, Hero. Back to Mitchell. Powell feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Dort. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Hero against Wallace. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Hero.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Hartenstein with the screen on Mitchell. To the middle. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
SGA against Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hartenstein finds SGA. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mitchell kicks to Hero. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Adebayo with the screen on Wallace. Shots good by Hero.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's SGA. He has 30. To Holmgren. Here's Dort. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Holmgren gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Hero sends the pick for Mitchell. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Over in the corner, Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Now, SGA. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket. No matter what D he's faced with, he averages about 31.5 points a game. The shot's good. SGA's got 32 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Higgins outside. Powell outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero from long range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. From deep, SGA. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Adebayo had an NBA body right from the start. And you get the sense he's no stranger to that weight.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Holmgren. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. And a miss there on the triple. Powell outside. At the elbow, Hero. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hero's got 37.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 35, and it's good for 2.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pass to Ware. Now Hawkins. Covered by Joe. Powell, no one around him. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Gilgeous Alexander lays it up and banks it in. SGA's got 39.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Hero with it. Picked up by Hartenstein. Adebayo with a screen on SGA. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. Swiped away. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Powell. Another miss by Powell.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And the dunk by SGA.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Mitchell against Hero. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, how about the physicality of Adebayo? He is tough to handle that close to the basket.
Hartenstein with a screen on Powell. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Mitchell. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Well, give him credit. Offensively, Bam has been fighting hard, really taking it at the defense.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Miami. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Look who it is, man, this year.
A different look for Miami. Larson's checked in. And it's Jaka Jonas in for Norman Powell. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Williams in for Chet Holmgren. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Jaquez the pass to Hero. Six on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either. The Thunder leading by 3. Mitchell passes to Gilgeous Alexander. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
The Heat making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. The Heat shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Here's Jaka Jonas, covered by Mitchell. Fontecchio sets a screen. The shot by Jaka Jonas, no good. Joe passes to SGA. From deep three-point land. That one doesn't drop. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read, he made here, looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We got Jaime Jaquez. Powell is out there with Jokic Jonas. Then it's Khalil Wade. And it's Larson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Jokic Jonas. Powell for 3. It's good from long range. Powell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat.
Well, it doesn't take much for Powell to catch fire. And when this happens, there's little you can do to stop it.
Pass to Joe. Back to Caruso. Holmgren the screen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Jokic Jonas. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Powell outside. Here's Jokic Jonas. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Holmgren against Jaquez. Back to Caruso. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Powell dishes to Ware. Pass to Jokic Jonas to take the lead. Good ball movement here by Miami. From past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Holmgren wide open. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
3.
Holmgren's got the game tied up here for the Thunder. Powell the pass to Ware. Here's Jokic Jonas. Back to Ware, and he jams it with authority.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Back to Mitchell, the tray, and again it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Heroes checked in for the Heat. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Isaiah Joe. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Powell. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Hero. Oh, good on the triple. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Here's Hero after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Powell for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, that's what Powell's out there to do. Pressure the defense and force mistakes.
He will have 3 free throws.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. SGA kicks to Caruso. Lets it go with a 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, when he's able to find a shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
Powell finds Ware. Outside Hero. From outside the arc, the Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williams up on top. He's defended by Ware. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Hero against Mitchell. Shoots over Hero. Larson with the rebound. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Ware. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Now at the line, Ware.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Ware.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Back to Holmgren. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Tyler Hero. Hero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Ware. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Wallace is checked in. Holmgren against Adebayo. Outside, SGA. Clock at 6. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 1.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Powell. Here's Ware. Back to Powell. Over SGA, and there's another one for the Heat.
Well, what I like about Powell is that he takes what's available. When you give him these mid-range J's, he's more than happy to fire away.
Now, here's Mitchell. Holmgren the pass to Mitchell. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Powell kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Hero. Wallace against Powell. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Holmgren. Good on the shot. Holmgren's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
Hits it from three-point range. Powell's got it all tied up now for Miami.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Hero, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Mitchell outside. Fires the 3. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. Count it. SGA's got 48. The Heat trail by 4. Outside, Adebayo. Hero against Mitchell. Takes a 3. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. And even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Outside, Adebayo. Back to Hero. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And here is Mitchell. Outside, SGA. 6 to shoot. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Powell outside. To tie it up. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And good, he hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Davion Mitchell's checked in for the Heat. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Heat trail by 5. Mitchell with it. Here's Adebayo. Hartenstein with the rebound. Now SGA. Toward outside. Wallace looking for an opening. Holmgren fires. The 3 doesn't go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Adebayo. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Now Holmgren lays it in off the window.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, 1.
Something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Now, Hero. And there's the dunk.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren, he answers with a dunk of his own.
What a night for Holmgren. He's been a focal point of this offense, scoring at will.
Hero, cleared away by SGA. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Wallace outside. Here's Hartenstein. Now SGA. The long shot, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easy.
Drained from outside.
Nice pass by Hero. He is a highly skilled player.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's SGA. Let's lose a three. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 16-7 run. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining.